small things too important. Oh, but I know that worry don't make nothing right. No, the sun is gonna set and tomorrow it's gonna rise. The flowers keep growing and the birds are still on the line. I'm gonna wake up as the dew fades and thank the good Lord for every new day. Oh, because I know that worry don't make nothing right. No, no, no. And whether you're rich, yes, or making ends meet, I know you're fighting the same war as me. Oh, and we all know that worry don't make nothing right. No, no, no. The sun is gonna set and tomorrow it's gonna rise. Yes, it will. The flowers keep growing and the birds are still on the line. Now, Grandpa would ask the church to hum along right here. Pick any note you want. Oh, yes. And when the road is cold and I close my eyes, I wake in glory, standing in the sunshine, and I will know that all that worry was just a waste of time. Sweet, sweet time. The sun is gonna set and tomorrow it's gonna rise. Yes, it will. The flowers keep growing and the birds are still on the line. The sun is gonna set and tomorrow it's gonna rise. The flowers keep growing and the birds are still on the line. Oh, no, 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 no. It is so cold. So cold. I mean, that cool breeze right now, yeah. Even my fingers are like, girl, it's swamp. Can y'all hear the guitar? Is everything sounding okay? Y'all need more of anything? Sounds great? Good. Cool. I'm just going to bump it up a little bit. Okay. Take two. Da-da-da. talking. I need you to keep it shut. This ain't up for discussion. Da-da-da. Yeah, I'm pouring out my heart, 'cause I want you to see it. I know you're picking me apart, but you ain't gotta speak it. Why don't you listen? Listen. Why won't you listen? Listen. Why don't you listen? Listen. Yeah, I know you wanna help, but you're deaf to the mission. Even when you see the hand I'm dealt, you pretend it's my decision. Don't try and say that our struggle's the same. Don't lie and tell me you're ready for change. Why don't you listen? Why won't you listen? Why don't you listen? Why don't you listen? Standing right in front of you, trying to tell you my truth. The only thing I ask of you is listen. Ooh, listen. Listen. Ooh, listen. Why don't you listen? Why won't you listen? Why don't you listen? Why don't you So I had a previous life before I decided to, travel around with my best friends and a guitar. I was a music therapist for years in Georgia. I was working in mental health facilities and working with youth. So music was always the tool, right? Now, the thing that I learned that's very valuable in all my classes that I took to become a music therapist, my most important class I feel like was this specific class on basically how to listen, right? It's a therapeutic class and mirroring the person across from you, right? How to be quiet and not project your thoughts and feelings onto someone else, right? So I want you to think about the last time you had somebody in your company and they were talking to you about something very troubling to them or what a struggle they were going through. You got somebody in mind? Yeah, everybody's I saw him, I see him right here. It was yesterday. It was yesterday in the grocery store line, yes. Imagine this person. Now, as they were talking to you, did you have this moment where you were thinking, oh, I know exactly what can fix and solve this whole thing? I know the answer. When she finishes the sentence, I want to go ahead and tell her what I'm thinking right now. Now, here's what happened. The moment you started thinking about what you're going to interject, you were no longer listening to that person, right? You were no longer there as a mirror for them. It became your show. This is something I'm still working on today. I got advice all the time. I've lived many lives. I'm older than I look. But this is one of the reasons why I wrote the song Listen, was because I realized how important that skill is, knowing how to listen. Something that I learned in a classroom in college, how important it's become out here in society as we walk around, because we've forgotten how to listen, yeah? We just yell at each other through our screens instead. One of my classmates, music therapy classmates, is actually back here in the back room. She and I were in the drum line together. Hi, Erin. My phone didn't work out here because there's no signal, so I couldn't tell you, hey girl, I'm across the street. Yeah. Sorry, that's why. Okay. Listen, for real, whenever we're on stage, I want you to, it feels like this is not a concert. We are in a room together, enjoying and exchanging energy. That's what we are doing, okay? All right. Subway, waiting for your love to change. Second guessing the choices that you made. How you gonna keep on keeping on when you feel beaten down and your money's all gone? Keep on keeping on, keeping on. It's just too much. Hold on, your luck is about to change. some seats up here, up front. Don't be nervous. There's some corner seats over here. There's
at least 6 over here on this right
there's
side.
a whole 6 over here, a whole 4. Yep. You know what I mean? Just saying.
5, 6.
So in my time as a full-time music therapist, I found that I was always meeting people at rock bottom. Can you imagine meeting somebody when you are at your lowest? Have y'all ever had a day where somebody met you and you were like, that was not me that I wanted them to meet? I had that day a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta go back and apologize for it, but sometimes you just own it. You say, that was a bad day. One thing I've learned is when I meet people at rock bottom, whether they are in an institution or sitting in my audiences, there's not much separating us from the other. The only thing that's the difference is one group has a net to catch them. They've got a support system. But the thing that all of us need to remember and can try to remember is that no matter how uncomfortable rock bottom feels, no matter how dark it gets, the rock is solid. So you can rest there on that rock for a while. Do all the healing you need to do. And when you're ready, you get back up. But the thing that is the key is to leave every burden on that rock. You don't bring it into your healing with you. As I walk to the river, my knees start to quiver. Is there enough water in the world to wash me? Start to resist all these demons I've been chasing. Tell me I'm not the kind, no, to be set free. Look at the grace in the graveyard, and in the light can be so hard. The one thing I need, and nothing over it. The Lord knows I've hit rock bottom. You can crawl through the dark in the sight of it all. You can lay your burdens down. Yes, Lord, now I feel the winds are changing, and my words get to fading. As I stand on that rock that's been trying to pull me down, trying to pull me down. Oh, I'm done with the hate crimes. Oh, yes, now I tell myself I've been on my understand that there is a healing when you sing. See, we got some shy voices in here, y'all. Okay, 3 people, 4. All right. Well, I'm here to tell y'all today there is a healing that happens when you lift your voices with others in community. It's like a third voice shows up. Maybe in this case, a 90th voice shows up. But I want y'all to sing this with us right here. I want you to imagine every burden you've been walking in with today. What have you been carrying around? We're going to throw it in right now. Come on. Lay them down, lay them down, lay them down, lay them down. Sing that. Lay them down, lay them down, yeah. Lay them down, lay them down. If you feel, keep going. Don't stop, no matter where I go. Lay them down. If you are inclined to harmonize, pick either Nikki or Heidi. Come on. Lay them down, lay them down. Down tonight. Come on.
Burdens.
What burdens? Let's be specific. Which ones? Oh, wait. Which one? What kind of burden? You can say your name if you need to. I don't know. I'm gonna look at him and then chuckle. Y'all, what are some burdens we're laying down? Anger. Yes.
Getting it right.
Getting things right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lay that one down. We are not here to be perfect.
Nope.
No, we are here to learn and experience life. What else? What else are we laying down tonight?
Fear.
Yeah.
Fear. Yeah. Man, there are so many fears. Some of them are hard for us to speak out loud. Yeah.
Political discord.
Yes, that's a really good one.
How
Lay that
do
all
we
the way
do
down.
it though? We didn't lay it down. Run it over with the truck too, don't we?
Yes.
And just back up over it? Yeah. Can we put our phones there with them? Take the phones and just run over a couple times? Yeah. I'm here for that. Yeah. Laying all that down. Heidi, what are you laying down tonight?
What am I laying down? The inability to change things I can't control.
Yeah.
Or the ability. What, did I say that backwards?
No, you said it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you laying down, Nikki?
I'm laying down guilt.
That's a huge one.
It's heavy.
That's a heavy one. That's okay. What am I laying down? I'm laying down air conditioning. Sorry, I can't be serious on I kid. We just did a tour, me, myself and our friend Shannon, we just did a tour over in the UK, and they don't have AC everywhere. And you got 2 women here who were in that moment, ladies, where we just, the flush just comes from within. And so when we got out of the car, we're like, we're in the UK again. We're in the UK. You're lucky we're not talking with a British accent. You are lucky because we could. It's our favorite thing to do. We grew up in the South, and so you would think we would understand muggy and hot, but you know, there's comfort never aggravated. No. So I've been digging lately. Speaking of the South, I've been digging into my family's history. I've been digging into my lineage. I've been really looking at the legacy of the Armstrong family. And that's also with my grandmother, my mom's family, the Boyds, and the Armstrongs, my dad's side. And I've been capturing as many stories because my elders are getting older. My mother has Alzheimer's. My grandmother is in the hospital right now. She just had a stroke, but she's living her best life because they bring her snacks and she has activities. But I'm losing my elders, which means I'm losing their stories, which means I'm losing a tradition. We don't gather like we used to. So I've been writing for this new album, which is all about, basically what stories could I get from my great Aunt Verna? What stories could I get from Grandma Eva? Because for me to understand where they came from, it helps me understand why I am here and how important this moment is. I am but a blip on the family tree, just a little leaf, here for a moment and I shall fall too, right? But I've got my nieces and nephew behind me, just building their own branches. I've been thinking about land, ancestors, and what legacy am I leaving behind? This is called The Echo. So not only that, I've been thinking about land and how important land is in my family. As I've been digging through the family's stories and the family tree, and I've been working with a genealogist from the Smithsonian in DC, the African American Museum of History. They have genealogists there to help Black folk find their line, see how far back we can trace it. So I can only get back so many generations before I'm looking at slave schedules. And then I'm looking at what 9-year-old girl or 11-year-old girl might be my great-great-grandmother. And there's a heartbreak to that because my ancestors' names are in line along with grains of rice, in line with cattle, donkeys, and then you see a child's name. And so understanding that to someone else, my ancestors were but an item on a shopping list. But because of the hard work that they did, because of all of the praying that they did, all of the pushing, all of the faith they had, and the work that they did, I can stand here today.
Yes.
I'm sure I could say that in a more eloquent way, but I've been really looking at not only land, but also when I go back home, my grandmother's house sits empty. And so I still hear us as kids, our footsteps through the halls, and the aunts and the uncles saying, y'all stop all that running in the house. I hear the screen door slamming. I hear my grandma in there trying to play Rock of Ages with her arthritic hands. But I sit in the house and it's empty. And so I've been thinking about buildings and how much, look at this building and how old it is. For how many years have people been meeting in this building? The history of that. In these walls sits the echo of so many that came before us, right? And I've been thinking about back home in Nashville, people were so quick to just tear down a building, put up a high rise, so it could be an Airbnb or a condo. And think about all of the history that happened in those walls that nobody knows about. And I wrote this with my good friend Zach and our friend Kathy Rosewood. It's called Whispers in the Walls. Shadows cast on the earth. The chain link has come I was hoping he would throw it at me. Thank you so much. I would love for you guys, I've been saying their names, but I would love for you to actually meet the two women who are standing beside me. These women are both songwriters and artists in their own right, and they have a legacy that brought them to music as well. So ladies, do you mind introducing yourselves and then telling folks what's your legacy, how music is a part of your legacy?
Sure. I am Nikki Conley, native Nashvilleian. My website
That's rare.
is, yes, I am a unicorn.
Yeah.
My website is nikkiconley.com, NICKIECONLEY. On Instagram, I am Nikki New, NICKIENEW. My legacy in music started when I was 2. That's when I sang my first solo in a baby contest. My mother says I won. I don't have any memory of it.
You did, you won.
Thank you. So I grew up singing with my family, and that's kind of where I got my start. Both my parents sing, most of my siblings sing, and so yeah, it's just, I was gonna sing, whether I wanted to or not. Luckily, I wanted to, and it's a passion, and I really love it. I love how music can bring people together and lift people up and bridge divides. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, I have a record that I put out a few years ago called Stronger. You can find it on all the digital platforms. I'm working on a new record that'll be out later this year. It's called Midlife Revolution. And yeah.
They got it.
Yes.
They chuckled. They chuckled. Yes.
Thanks for coming out tonight.
Well, my name's Heidi Person. It's spelled Heidi. You probably knew that. And I grew up in Ohio and moved to Nashville in 2002, which was a couple hundred years ago. And same as Nikki and Kyshona, my family was a musical family. I started playing piano when I was 3. My mom was a piano teacher. She took a break from nursing so she could teach piano lessons at home and raise the kids, and I was so interested, she just started teaching me immediately. My dad was the choir director, the music director at all the schools and everything in the area, so sang in church growing up. Obviously, that's where I got the bulk of my start. It's where I really learned to love music and how powerful it was when you would, like this, like do it in a room with lots of different people and raise voices together. So thank you for being here and supporting this. You can go find my music everywhere that you find, what are you guys into? Todd Rundgren, Linda Ronstadt, wherever. You can find me on all the digital places that you get your music.
So a few years ago, I was faced with the moment of having to make a decision about how I was going to live my legacy. I know as a woman, our lives look different. Some people think we are all here to be mothers. Some of us are just here to be aunties. If these barren hands could hold you, I'd hold you tight into a dream. And if these empty arms could bind you, I would bind you to the broken parts of me. Oh, and if these sunlights could see you, I would watch your lips as they spoke my name. And if this virgin heart can love you, swear to never love again. Ooh, focused on the time. Ooh, believing all the lies. Ooh, I've gotta face the choices that I made. I've done one before we walk outside. And this is the perfect time to do this because the sun is setting. And nighttime animal. Okay? If you could be any nighttime animal, what nighttime animal would you be? I want you to think about it. Don't say it out loud yet. Okay? I want you to imagine having full autonomy of self, full control of your body. Nobody's governing your body, telling you how to walk around on this earth, telling you how to be, how to dress. No one is telling you what time to wake up and be at work. Nobody has a curfew on you. You can go dig through any trash cans you want. No consequences. You can be any nighttime animal in all your freedom. Give it to us. An owl. Yeah. Yeah, I know. What else we got? A raccoon.
Yes.
A bat. I hear a bat over here. Yeah. Sonar. Yeah. Just, just a who? A panther. I thought you said hamster, and I was like, that's a new one. I mean, to each his own. Yes, a panther. Yes. Very nice. Yes. Anybody else want to give us one?
Bobcat.
A bobcat. That's a good one. That's a good one. I am a possum. From afar, it's like, I don't know. And then you get close and you're like, maybe it's cute, but I don't know. Do I approach it? I don't know. And most of y'all like, don't approach it. Handle me with the same care. Okay? Do you approach or not? I don't know. Nikki, what's your nighttime animal?
I too am a raccoon.
Yeah. Snacks.
Because snacks.
Heidi, what's yours today?
I'm feeling lioness today.
Yes. Just stretching in the middle of the night. Whoa.
Trying to feed the kids.
Yeah, just trying to feed the kids. Yeah. Just trying to feed the
Sharing
kids.
the watering hole with everyone else.
Yeah, Heidi. All right. Take your nighttime animal. Hold it close to your chest.
Unless it's a bobcat or panther, then don't.
Put it just cuddle it close. I want you to think about your legacy. Your legacy, if you could live out your legacy the rest of your days as this nighttime animal with the same spirit of your animal, what would that be? Hey. Dancing in the dew in the dark till the sun comes around. Ooh, it'd be so magical to get lost and never be found. Did you ever wanna be nighttime animal, guiding in the night by the side of the stars overhead? Ooh, it's not irrational to want to live the life you want before you're done. Before you're dead. sun stripped. Ooh, just ain't fair, no, that the day people get to make all of the rules, making all of the rules, making all of the rules. Not for me. Did you ever wanna be like a timer? Did you ever wanna be like a timer? Did you ever wanna be like a timer? Did you ever wanna be? Thank you so much. That's Nikki. Do it, feed your soul, do it, feed your soul, do it, feed your soul, yeah. Do it 'cause you must. Do it, feed your soul, do it, feed your soul, do it, feed your soul, yeah. Do it 'cause you must. Da, 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 hey, hey. I see you running. You're working overtime. Ooh, in the heat of chaos, chaos, chaos. Getting caught in the grind. Ooh, ooh, ooh. On the tip of my toe. Reach, reach. Trying to get at my hold. Lean, lean. Do it, feed your soul. Do it, feed your soul. Do it, feed your soul, yeah. Do it 'cause you must. Do it, feed your soul. Do it, feed your soul. Do it, feed your soul, yeah. Do it 'cause you must. Da, 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 hey, hey. No tough decision. You know it deep inside. You know it deep inside. You know it's like you live in nowhere. Has the walls and lines. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Learning to follow the rest. You're chasing, chasing. Let your heart be the test. And claim it, claim it. Do it, feed your soul. Do it, feed your soul. Do it, feed your soul, yeah. Do it 'cause you must. Do it, feed your soul. Do it, feed your soul. Do it, feed your soul, yeah. Do it 'cause you must. It's later than you think. There's a better way, babe. It's later than you think. There's a better way, babe. Feed your soul. Do it, feed your soul. Do it 'cause you must. Do it, feed your soul. Do it, feed your soul. Do it, feed your soul, yeah. Do it 'cause you must. Do it, feed your soul. Do it, feed your soul. Do it, feed your soul, yeah. Do it 'cause you must. Do it, feed your soul. Do it, feed your soul. Do it, feed your soul, yeah. Do it 'cause you must. Thank you, Lord. I wrote that with my good friend Shannon Labrie, who was also a part of this trio at times. And Shannon and I wrote that song, like, I think in 2021, after a conversation with some friends. And, you know, when you are an artist, when you are a musician, living in Nashville. A lot of times you will get offers for shows or gigs or studio session work, and you have to debate, is this something I'm going to do for the money, or am I going to do it because I know it's something that will feed my soul? So that's like the thing we weigh about. It's like, I don't really want to do it, but the people are going to be great, and I want to feel really good when I get home. And that's like how we're engaging things. So the song is all about that, having fun, choosing fun over finances. Although the world is burning a little bit when it comes to finances, am I right? Sorry, dark turn. I'm gonna take us back to my ancestors. When I wrote this one with my friend Micah back in Atlanta, and I imagined it as a calling from my aunts, my great-grandmothers, my great-aunts, all the women in my family that came before. This is them. This is their voices telling me, stand firm. I know you're tired. Rest while you can, but you gotta keep moving. Just call me clap that little rock.
No, we will not say a word, no, till we get to the other side. Hey! No, we ain't gonna go. Just gonna rest our bones in the cleft of the rock. Keep on marching on. No matter how tired we get, we're gonna keep on doing what's right. Keep on. We're gonna keep on doing what's best for everyone. Oh, keep on. Keep on loving each other. Keep on showing kindness to your brother and your sister. Keep on. Oh, keep on. Hey, yeah. Keep on. Keep on. Keep on thinking of your fellow man. Keep on. Oh, keep on. Keep on. I think you can.
You know, again, like I said, I'm a big fan of these women next to me. They have walked. I just consider it kidnapping. I've just kidnapped them for a month or so to go on the road so that I can have a moment where I sit back. You know. I know earlier we sang a song about burdens, and somebody said they were laying down fear. And it made me think of this song I wrote with my little brother. He's not really little, he's a grown man, 38 years old, with 3 kids. But we were talking about this thing called fear and how it has held us back from going like with all gusto, like going straight for something that we desire. Because we fear something. That fear, it could be so many things. It could be fear of success, fear of failure, fear of being seen, fear of being ignored. And the thing that we kept coming back to is like, we can't let fear guide our lives, right? But also, we gotta call it out. A lot of times, when you speak something out loud, and you say it out loud, you take away the power of it, right? So we will write a song to fear, but never say his name. Fingers be with me. Down in my thoughts, in and out of love, lost in the dark. Don't call it crazy, don't call it insane, don't call it being cautious when you know the way. Don't call it being foolish when you know the game. You gotta call it by its name. Yeah, call it by its name, call it by its name, call it by its name, yes. Call me out, come in my house, precious fluid, filling me with doubt. Think you got me on my knees, no you don't. Think you'll take this all away, no you won't. Don't call it crazy, don't call it insane, don't call it being cautious when you know the way. Don't call it being foolish when you know the game, You gotta call it by its name, yes. Yeah, yes. Call it by its name. Call it by its name. by its name. Yes, sir. It's always a struggle, it's always a strain. Don't fall victim, you gotta hold it by its name. With a paralyzed, make you believe it's lies. Don't fall victim, you gotta hold it by its name. By its name, hold it by its name. Don't fall victim, you gotta hold it by its name. Gotta call it by its name. Yes, yes, Lord. Hey, call it by its name. Call it by it. Call it by its name. Call it by its name. Call it by it. Call it by its name. Call it by its name. Call it by it. Call it by its name. 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 Come on, Heidi, talk to her.
So hot in here, feeling way down on me. Oh, just like that thing that keeps us from getting up every day. Yes, come on. Going out and taking what we want, we deserve what we work for. Yes. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. No. Call it, you just gotta call it. Oh, call my name. Call it. Say, Heidi. I thought I was gonna miss my flight this morning. Oh, but I'm late, 'cause I believe it. Call it. Hey, don't be afraid anymore. Oh, no. Call it. Yeah.
I know you've got the word. I hate to see you hurt. And I'm watching your wheels turn. They like a bird and won't sing. I wish you'd say, I think you know just what you want now. Just too afraid to say it out loud. I think you know just what you want now. You gotta say it out loud. It can be so hard to even ask for those arms, but you give away your power and I mean, if you sail the boat, yeah. Somebody bring the drink with me. Your thing that you say out loud might be, I think it's time I ask for help. There's this image my friend Shannon has of me. She, remember in college, I like fell off a bus and like, I hate asking for help. And so like, Nikki, because I like a whole bus now, a whole bus just down some steps. And I went to class, I walked around the whole campus of the University of Georgia on a broke ankle. Climbing up the steps on one thing. People would say, Kyshona, can I please carry you back? No, I got it. But that is the essence of who I am. Erin is laughing because she's like, yeah, actually, it's quite true. Kyshona, I don't accept help from anybody. But that's the thing I need to say out loud is, I need help. I need help. This feels really gross to do this right now, but I feel like I need to say it. So we have this, I've been talking about this legacy project, yeah? I'm talking about how I want this to be the thing that, what I want this legacy project to be, it's a full project, it's a program, it's not an album. It is a program that includes album releases as a part of it. So the first part is me learning how to research family, and the second half of the legacy project is me teaching others, showing others the way on how to find their own legacy, how to find their history, how to have conversations within their family. And then when we are on tour, our mission is to go into communities, gather just like this in a room, have conversations between the elders and the young folk, families of all generations, to sit and talk. We're going to write an anthem together, a song, so that every family can have just a piece of their legacy in a melody. I'm sure you all know how quickly we can remember history when it's put in a song, right? Melodies last forever. They go on and on. They exist without us. And I want this legacy project to be the same. So we're launching a Kickstarter in the next day or two for the album release. We're doing the Kickstarter. So if you haven't already signed the mailing list, go ahead and throw your email up there on the mailing list at the table. But that would be a way of asking for help. Can you believe I did it, guys? I talked about it. It's really hard to invite people into something you've been so like this about. It's hard to invite people into your artistry, but this is a journey that is not about me. Because I know, again, once we understand where we came from, we understand where we're going. Amen? Yeah. Okay. On that note, we're going to go back to South Kakalaki with my grandpa, H.T. The church was about this big. He could lead the choir from the back pew with just his right foot, and his voice would just boom off the rafters. After Grandpa passed, that's when I realized that a lot of the songs he was singing in church were songs that he actually wrote. Nobody knew that. But me knowing that about Grandpa, as he was on his deathbed, finding out that he wrote, helped me stand firm in that what I'm doing is not strange. It runs in my blood. Right? If anything, my grandma even told me this, I just had the nerve to do it full time. So that is my legacy of my grandpa. water was cold. Yeah, yeah. I live in a river, you cover me slow. Ooh, tell your secrets, you'll already know. Ooh, yeah. But to the river and the river it says, come in my waters, let me cleanse your head. If I ever go away, you'll check on down by that river side. Yeah. River said, I know all your walls. I've been high and I've been low. Bless my soul. Bless my soul. Yes. If I ever go away, if I ever go away, ever go away, if I ever go away, ever go away, if I ever go away, ever go away, yes. If I ever go away, you'll check on down. Ever go away, you'll check on down. If I ever go away, go check on down by that riverside. Hey! Yeah. So really, have you all talked, do you have any stories about someone in your family who was like the seed to who you are today? I see you thinking about it. Think about it. I would love to hear one person tell us. I discovered a little, like, honestly, I'm 43. I think I was 38 when I discovered that my uncles, all of my uncles worked in mental health as social workers. I didn't know what they did. I just knew, like, they went to work and they came home. And then my one uncle would clean his knives and his hunting guns. That's all I thought he did was just like go to work and then come home and clean his knives. But it turns out like he works in the prison system back in Columbia, South Carolina as a social worker. Had no clue. My other uncle, who we call, he's Uncle Jerome, he has a whole bunch of hunting dogs. Turns out he also works as a social worker in the state prison. My other Uncle Pat worked in the mental hospital for years, he just retired. But having that information was just like, oh, it's in my blood. It's in my DNA. I've always felt like I was the odd one. They all look at me like, she's just out here doing music and working with people in institutions. I don't know. But knowing that information is just like, I feel even a tighter connection with my family. So I really hope you guys think on this. Like, what is that thing within you? Who did it start with? Who planted that seed for you? You got it, Heidi? We literally told this to Heidi during sound check, so she's gonna, we're gonna judge you, Heidi. Okay, we're not gonna do that, they never judge you. Let me turn the guitar down because I pumped it up. Is that better? Yeah. When I was but a child, my mama told me, girl, yes, don't live the life pass you by. Shine bright in this dark world, yes. Then I grew older, struggling to 2 and 4 right here. You've been looking for the light in the darkest corner, looking for the light in the midst of storm, waiting for your time all along. It was waiting for you, waiting for you, looking for the light in the darkest corner, looking for the light in the midst of storm, waiting for your time all along. It was waiting for you, waiting for you, waiting for you, waiting for you. Ooh. Can you feel it in your bones? Yeah. Feel the burning in your soul. You do it. Hear the voice you used to know. Can you feel it in your bones? Hear the voice you used to know. Can you feel it in your bones? Yes. Hear that voice you used to know. Yeah. Can you feel it in your bones? Oh my gosh. She did good, right? Right? I mean, learned on the fly. Learned on the fly. So listen again, do go look these ladies up. This is Heidi Burson. Tell them your website again, Heidi.
HeidiBurson.com.
Yes.
Very original.
Yes. And then here we have Nikki Conley. Tell me your website.
NikkiConley.com, IE, not KKI.
Yeah.
And that's CKIE, Conley.com.
There you go, NikkiConley.com. And you can follow us and tell anybody where, and up in this area. We're on the road until next week.
Where are you
So
going next?
we are in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania tomorrow at the Levitt Stacks. And then we are going to Rhode Island in Woonsocket to play the Levitt there. And then we're in Middlebury. Where else are we going, Lori? Lori's like, girl, I've got so many people. My booking agent's back there. Yeah. But if you go to Kyshona.com or if you walk by the merch table, I have a little QR code. I know phones don't really work out here. But if you go to Kyshona.com or scan that QR code, it'll take you straight to the tour dates. But if you know anybody in Bethlehem, PA, or Vermont, Rhode Island, we'll be there. In Lake George, we end in Lake George, New York. So if you know anybody in those areas, send them our way. And we'll be back up this way with our friend Shannon in August. But also, Kyshona.com, you can find out more about this Kickstarter and when Nikki's launching hers. Yeah. We're going to end with this one. It is, I am grateful you all came out on a, what day is it? Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yes, because it is watermelon. What day? Wednesday. Oh! It's the heat. I mean, I'm cooled off now. Have y'all, listen, this fan right here, it is not a microphone. Y'all hear it? Oh, that's this has been me just on my neck. Yeah, okay. They're impressed. They're impressed.
We're humble fans.
I'm going to leave us with this message. All right? It doesn't matter how different we look, how different we love, who we love, how we love, what we believe, and how we choose to believe it. We all come from someone. Someone planted a seed in us so that we can stand here today. When we meet one another, we must honor those that came before. Love each other as if they are your own. No matter how hard it is in traffic, I know it can be hard. But remember, if you cut us deep, we all bleed the same. This is called same blood. Thank you guys so much for listening to us. We appreciate y'all for having us. Oh man, Moses, he's waiting in the river, trying to wash his hands free of the blood and the pain. Gotta tell his children why we kill each other. How after 2,000 years we still live this way. In the home of the brave, in the land of the free. If you're telling the truth, you got enemies. But it don't matter what you believe. and we've learned what to fear. Where do we go? Where do we go from here? Can undo all the bad that's been done. Can't put that bullet back in the gun. All you can do is try to love someone else. For goodness sake, won't you love someone? We all bleed the same blood. We all bleed the same blood, same blood. We all bleed the same blood, same blood, same blood. Come on, y'all. Don't cover your eyes, no. Don't look away, child. No, 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 no. Don't cover your eyes. We all bleed the same blood. We all bleed the same blood, same blood. We all bleed the same blood, same blood, same blood. Can y'all sing that with us? It's pretty easy. We all bleed the same blood. We all bleed the same blood, same blood. We all bleed the same blood, same blood, same blood. Y'all think they can do it on their own? Here we go.